Ta-da!
Hey!
Well,
What's going on?
Hey.
Hello, chaps. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day to you. We are the Stadia Capella Boys. Yes, it's Rokk, it's William, it's Ray, and it's John. And today, we will be performing for you a selection of the famous Bob Dylan songbook tributes. No, okay, we won't. Fair point. Gents, how the dickens are you? We got William joining us today. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Well, Aaron sadly is away for a few weeks. He's all good, and we wish him the absolute best. But he's just taking a bit of time out, like we all need to from time to time, just to get ourselves sorted. So we wish him all the best. Now, John, you've been having some internet issues today, haven't you?
Yeah, this morning, just
my
about.
friend, I've never seen you this close up before. I didn't realize you were so handsome.
Yeah, just had about 25 minutes ago, the internet went out, so I'm hotspotting off my phone now. So so far everything looks good. So
yeah, very good. Yeah, we're getting to see the posters close up and everything. It's all very good.
Excellent.
Raimundo, how are you, my friend? You look very clean shaven down there.
Well, you know, my wife, we went to a restaurant for Father's Day. She took me and my father-in-law out, and my beard was like out to here. I was looking like Wolverine, so she shaved me up and everything. But it felt good because I haven't sat inside a restaurant for about a year. So we're all fully vaccinated, and it just felt good to be able to go in a restaurant and eat. So it felt great.
I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, a guy called Dr. Somebody, forgot his name. That's how good he is. There's a rock for you straight out of the bat. Dr. Somebody. He's really good. Yeah, I don't watch him for his name, but he does all the COVID stuff, and he was showing a chart earlier. And actually, apart from, New Zealand and Australia, they were just flatline right down the bottom, like zero. But America was doing okay. He said that the Delta hasn't really kicked in the States yet. Versus the UK, where it is now 99% of all COVID cases are the Indian stroke Delta. Yeah. And our line's going up like this. Whereas yours and Canada's doing really well as well.
Well, in San Francisco and Oakland, in the Bay Area in California, we actually, from June 7th to today, we've had 451 cases reported.
Wow.
So people, just because, they open up everything, there's a lot of people that still have not been vaccinated yet. Yeah. And I got relatives. I talked to a relative and they said they're just not going to do it. They just they don't trust it. And I'm like, I'm vaccinated.
You got relatives. I got chills, and they're multiplying because we've got William Stadia Pro Gaming in the house. SPG, how you doing,
what
my
up?
friend?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Did you like my little Grease intro there? I like that. It was quite good. Actually, it was crap. But
you got to see it like John Travolta said it, though. I got chills. They're multiplying.
That's why we ain't doing the songbook from Bob Dylan, friends. How's your week been, William? Lovely to see you again, my friend.
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing real good. Getting ready for a Retro Rewind this Sunday, and our fabulous John Scars is going to be on there. So
yes, and Lloyd.
Oh yes, and Lloyd from the Nerd Nest.
Yeah, that's a heck of a lineup you got going down there, my friend.
Yeah, it should be a lot
Lloyd
of fun.
knows all about he's like he's a proper old Sega Nintendo boy, isn't he? He knows all that stuff. And John knows everything about everything as far as gaming is concerned. Horseshoes, Monopoly, he's played them all.
Crocono, right?
Absolutely fantastic. Well, listen, great to have you guys here. We who knows if we're going to get one. Sometimes we're lucky, sometimes we're not quite so lucky. But we got a load of news that's been happening these last few days. I'm just going to go and say hello to the chat because there's some lovely folk here. I'll pop up our usual grey box, which takes a little while to populate, fellas, as you know. But we have got, look at this. We've got Emma. Oh, did have Emma. Where she? Oh, there she is. Wrong one. No. Oh, anyway, listen. Emma's in the house, as is Dave. Bless him. How are you, Dave? Great to see you. Dave was here first, I think. Good to see you, my friend. We've got Chris. Oh, there's Emma. Bless her. Good to see you, Ems. We got Cloud Gamer. I'm on Cloud Gamer's show this Thursday.
Wow.
As is you, I think, William, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. There's a
Wow.
new show, and we's on it. We got and Aaron's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a little wave. Hope you're feeling okay, my friend. Looking forward to having you back in a couple of weeks, all shiny and new, which will be fantastic. We've got, who else have we got here? Well, they're all popping up on the side, which is good. We've got Ray Sherrod in the house. Always good to have him. Always good to see Ray. And Lukey6 as well.
Lukey.
Roger's here. Oh, great. Listen, guys, thanks for joining us. We're going to have a chuckle, whatever happens. Now, as is our usual thing, we'll pull up the, let me see, there we go. We'll pull this up here. There we are. But we'll hide it again because we're not quite ready yet. I just wanted to show you that it's all going down. And also, chat, can I just make sure I have got some background music going on here, but I don't want it to be too overpowering because at the end of the day, this is not my pimping house. That's a completely different building. So let me know. Let me know if that's too noisy, and then we'll turn it down because it's kind of sultry and Remember that show? What was it? Midnight Caller. Jack Killian. Do you remember that one, Ray? Jack Killian, Midnight Caller, KJCM. I was really chuffed when I worked out that KJCM.
I remember the title.
Jack Killian, Midnight Caller. That was a good show. That was like he was the late night jock. That's what they used to call them in those days, Ray. Nothing to do with muscles or anything then, mate. It was all to do with music, what they played. We are 1 minute to. I'm filling dead space here, but Ray, you know, you were saying earlier you've been playing. What was it you've been playing today? Rebel Alliance or?
No, it's a Dark Alliance.
That was a fella.
Yeah, I loaded it up. I took a look at it. I haven't really played it, but I've been playing a lot of. I jumped back into Cyberpunk 2077. Played Breakthrough with SPG and Alex, and then of course getting slapped by Lee in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I was there for that one. That was hilarious.
I love the fact that Lee always whacks the clip up on Twitter.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to tell you something, my friend.
Yeah.
What about Stadia games, John? What have you been playing in the Stadia front this week?
Boy, I've been beating my head against Blue Fire. My gosh, it's
that looks tough, man. That looks tough.
It can get frustrating. I'm also doing I'm recording videos for my YouTube channel on it, and I'll play 2 hours worth of gameplay, but it'll edit down to 30 minutes because I've got an hour and a half of me dying or missing the jumps or doing something. So I'm just I played all morning and I'm like, what? I've only got 30 minutes out of this. I feel like, what am I doing here? But it can be frustrating at times, but then it's also fun. So it's a pretty good game. I'm reviewing it, so I'll have my review out at the end of the month here, but it's not bad. And I mean, it's a Stadia Pro game too, so
that's cool.
Can't
that's
complain.
cool.
Yeah,
have you also been playing the Olympics game as well?
Yes. Yep. I got that. I was actually up late last night, early this morning, playing Blue Fire, and I was going to go to bed just after midnight, and I said, well, let me take a look and see if Olympics is out. Well, sure enough, it is, and 2.5 hours later, I was playing it, I was playing it for 2.5 hours, and I didn't get to bed until well after 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's no wonder your internet's not working. You fried it.
But it's fun, and it's got the couch co-op feature that Jem discovered a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we don't have a This Week on Stadia, despite the fact that it's launching on Android devices tomorrow. That we've got the Olympic game today. We can do one for them as always. Usually,
looks like it just populated.
Oh,
sorry about that.
You can see one, can you?
Yep.
I'll go
I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry.
No, please do. I'm only seeing free play days. Here we go. Yes.
There you go.
Good. We've got one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Brilliant. All right, let's pull this puppy up. Here we go. What do we have? Well, you don't want to see. I've literally pulled up a window, and what you wanted was this. So this week on Stadia, pre-order Madden and play Hello Engineer today. So we've actually got some good news here. Wow. Hello Engineer, Madden 22, Crater Battle Pass and Borderlands 3. What have they got for us? Well, let's have a read, shall we? I'll pop you guys down the side there. Madden NFL 22 is where game day happens on Stadia. You can now pre-order it in the Stadia store. Play solo locally with friends or online in a variety of updated modes across the game. All new features in franchise include staff management, an enhanced seasons engine, and weekly strategy. Does that mean you get to choose your pepper and salt combo? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Share avatar progress and player class between face of the franchise and the yard with unified progression. And for the first time ever in Ultimate Team, adjust Superstar X Factors at halftime. Pre-order in the Stadia store for $59.99. That's a day and date, isn't it, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that expected? I know it's been talked of the last few days, but were we expecting a day and date on Madden 22?
I figured it would.
Yeah?
Me too.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 3. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Hello Engineer is here with State Chair. Woohoo! It's time to start playing the all-new bombastic, build-tastic Hello Engineer, a multiplayer construction game in the Hello Neighbor universe. It's available right now, yay, in early access and ready to play first on Stadia. That's awesome. Stadia is the only place you can play Hello Engineer today, so grab it now and start building instantly. Create incredible machines out of the old rides. Haha, that's what she said. Make your wildest engineering ideas come true. Sneak into the abandoned amusement park built by creepy Mr. Peterson from Hello Neighbor. Use Stadia's State Share feature to share your adventures with friends, allowing them to play with resources and blueprints they haven't yet unlocked, or daring other players to beat your best times. And then here's how it works. So this is really cool. There's a little video showing us how State Share works, which is awesome. It's now ready to purchase on the Stadia store in early access for 20 of your US dollars, about 15, probably $14.99 at a guess, I'm reckoning. John, did that one catch you by surprise?
Well, I know that we did hear some. We had some PEGI ratings and ESRB ratings this morning.
So that was.
So I was hoping it was coming today.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, it's great. One, it's unique to Stadia from an early access point of view. Normally, with early access, if you pay whatever you pay, it rolls over to the full game, doesn't it? So when it does launch proper, you won't pay any more for it. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah. As far as I know, yeah.
So you get to build stuff, and you can then challenge your friends and comrades to see if they can improve upon that as well. So we've got State Share, which is really cool. So if you're in there, you're playing the game, you think you've done something amazing, you can share that state with anybody and then challenge them to do stuff, which is really, really good. And it's day and date for us, and it's nobody else gets it. That's really good. I love to see that. We all love to see that. And that's 20 of your US bucks, £15, give or take, probably about 18, 19 euros. And then the passion and the pageantry of the Olympics arrives on Stadia today. Well, we talked about this just now, but the greatest spectacle in summer sports comes to Stadia. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. The official video game brings the best events from around the world together. Join players across the globe in competitions that test strength, skill, and intellect. And Sonic is headed to the Olympic Games. The little hedgy fellow. Dress up your avatar as Sonic and battle it out for Olympic glory. Do you think that anyone's going to do that? Wouldn't it be absolutely cool if they actually sneak somebody into one of the races wearing a full-on Sonic outfit? So you got to dress them all up, which is always nice. Anyway, dress somebody up as get Usain Bolt in there with his Sonic hat on. Olympic Glory, 18 fun-fueled events like basketball, tennis, soccer, and more. Ray, you were saying that you thought one of those events would be rugby.
If you look at the picture at the bottom,
yeah.
Isn't that a rugby ball?
Yes, it is, Ray! Woo-hoo! Oh, dear, that's made my day. That's made my day, that is. Funny-looking fellows, though. They need to cut their hair, don't they? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Women play brilliant rugby. Ray, listen, good news. You know who's in the final this coming Saturday, mate?
Is that your team?
It is. It is the Exeter Chiefs. We've made it for the 6th year in a row. But we've only won once, so it'll be cool if we can pull that off. I'm really looking forward to that. Couldn't get any tickets because they were very limited, sadly. John had to dive out and dive back in. We wanted to improve your audio there, I think, John. Let's have a little. Say hello to us all, and we'll tell you if it's any better.
Hello.
That's about the same, but listen, it sounded all right to me. Don't worry. It's got a
Yeah,
very
it's
slight
strange.
clipping, but it's okay. For a man of your sagely wisdom, we can put up with such clippings. So yes, as you rightly pointed out, we have rugby. We have running on Mars, which is good. We have basketball with amazing supersized balls. Cowboy, look, there he is. Anthony's going to be playing tennis. Look at that.
Yes.
Got divers, we got bikers, and we got boxers. Of course, Muhammad Ali started his career at the Olympics, didn't he?
I think there was a lot. Mike Tyson was in the Olympics.
Yeah, I think,
Lennox Lewis, I think, was in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's a good place to start, I guess, if you want to get your name out there, isn't it? So yeah, that's good. And now that's $39.99. Which again, roughly about £35 UK. And it says, don't forget, Olympic Games 2020 also supports crowd play on Stadia. Again, unique. There won't be anywhere on any of the other platforms. If you're a streamer with access to the crowd play beta, let your community know when you'll be streaming Olympic Games. Also, Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 also allows friends and family members to sign in through up to 4 individual Stadia accounts in local multiplayer. This game just keeps on giving, William. That means you'll each be able to sign in to your Stadia accounts to earn progress and achievements when playing together on a single screen. Now, you did get, I'm assuming, John, you got beta access, or did you buy it when it first went live?
I got it when it went live. Yeah.
So you're going to be doing. I'm assuming you're going to be doing some live streaming and a really good review and all that. Do you know, I'm going to buy this. I love the idea of playing this over the summer with my family. William, this sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. John, what kind of game is it? Is it more like the old track and field, or how is it set up?
Exactly. It's like track field. Awesome. It's so fun. It's like I just have a blast last night playing it.
Yeah, that'll be right up my alley.
And I mean, $40 isn't bad, I would say. It's a brand new game. What is there in there? Just said, didn't they? 15 or something different.
There's 18.
18 different events. I mean, you're going to pay $20 more than that for just basketball on its own elsewhere.
That's true.
True. If you're into sport at all, I mean, they're not going to be, obviously, each of those sports isn't going to be like a full-on game in its own right, but it's going to be very, very good and good fun, and you get to dress up as Sonic as well. So I'm not a sporty person, but I'm excited about being able to play with the family and stuff on that one. That should be good. Oh, look, we've got another free play weekend. Did you guys make use of the golfing weekend? I'm guessing you all probably had that game.
I bought it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Day one.
I own this one too.
Yes. They should phone you up first, William. Shouldn't they? What do you not have that you would like to play for free? That's what they should do.
At least an email.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be really cool, actually, if everybody got a token to choose any one game that they don't own, and you can play it for the weekend?
That's a very
couple of hours.
idea.
Be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
that they've got deals with the contracts and stuff. It makes it maybe a little harder. But even if they said, look, here's actually a pack of 5 different games, choose one that you out of these that you haven't played, and you get to play it in the free play weekend. That would be cool. But anyway,
Or if you first sign up for Stadia, they should let you play 20 minutes of any game in the library.
oh wow,
I think that would turn some people on to Stadia. At least try it.
yeah. Well, let's have a little rendezvous of Borderlands 3. So play Borderlands 3 free all weekend with Stadia Pro, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, Thursday, June the 24th. It's this Thursday. Get all the mayhem you can handle for free with your Pro membership until June the 28th. So you get 4 days. Vault Hunters, now is your time. And through July 1, which is American for, and until July the 1st, pick up Borderlands 3 in the Stadia for the special price of $19.79. Crikey.
It's good deals, man.
That is a good deal. Yeah. I bought it when it first, because it first came out before Stadia launched, and I bought it on the PlayStation, but I haven't played a huge amount of it since, because I've been playing loads of Stadia, so I might just go back in for a bit of free play weekend. Crater gets bigger. Mechanical Revolution Battle Pass. Forge your own paths in an age of industry with Crater's second Battle Pass, Mechanical Revolution. Unlock an incredible array of new cosmetics and emotes as you progress through 100 levels of industrial-themed content. That's interesting. Get it in the Stadia store now for $10. Alongside this latest build, Crater creators will also find one of our biggest ever drops of incredible new free props and meshes to build new games with. And remember, Crater Starter Edition is free to all Stadia players. I know it's out on Steam. Is it Steam or Epic it's on now? Actually, no, it was bought by Facebook, wasn't it? So it's on Facebook. And is the Starter Edition free there as well, or is it still only free on Stadia? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, that's a question.
Forgiven for not knowing. We're not massively into Facebook, are we? Jump into the Mechanical Revolution showcase world to get some inspiration for your next creation with Click to Play. So that is awesome. For $10. I like the idea of this mechanical stuff, actually. I mean, I'd say this every time, it's embarrassing, but I genuinely haven't really played Crater since it came out. But it is a game, or I prefer to call it an application, to be fair. I know it's got games in it, but it's an application for building games with free games from what other people have created. But it is the kind of thing that me 15 years ago that had the patience to sit down and get my head into would have absolutely loved. But these days I just got so much going on and no time at all. Are you guys the same, or are you all big Crater players and on it every night?
Jeff was streaming it, and Prop Hunter is like my favorite. But there's some other games in there. So
I don't have the patience to learn all their tools, because there's a lot of tools and you can do a lot of cool things, but you do have to know what you're doing to get it done.
When you see the kind of thing that that Brian Nerf Report and Project Storm as well, he did a really great game. You see the kind of stuff those guys do. Your boy Twiz did one. When you apply yourself, I mean, you really can turn out some pretty awesome stuff. And my guess with Facebook is that they're trying to create a platform of games. I mean, I think the kind of games that people create in Crater are at the moment, they're atypical of the kind of game you see on Facebook, aren't they? So why not say to the Facebook community, build your own, and then let's spread them out across the community? I think it's a genius purchase. And hand off to the guys. I mean, I interviewed them when they launched on Stadia. Super nice people, a smallish indie outfit, big dreams, and they put a lot of heart and soul into it. So I'm glad to see it pay off for them.
There's a red light, green light game in there that's really good.
All right, how does that work?
Yeah. So you got everybody on one side, you got to run, and then when the light tells you to stop, you better stop, or you're gonna get hit by a train.
Weird. I'm getting told all over the shop that my audio is not great.
Yeah, it's very echo.
I have to say that I am just using the standard mic, and I'm not using anything else. Let me try. Is it any better, boys? How does that sound? Is that an improvement at all?
Am I echoing now?
No, it's just your
Yeah.
guys. Rock, you sound good.
Yeah, Rokk
We all
sounds good.
sound like an egg group.
Echo.
but you guys sound okay to me. And the audio is, I'm not using the audio, and it's not coming through a third-party application. It's just getting pulled straight through to Restream. What do you do? I saw that. I saw that you mentioned that earlier, Lee. But quite short of turning it off, I don't know what else to suggest. I don't think that's. There you go. We're back up. I don't know that's going to make a huge difference. I'm actually using a mic feed that I wouldn't normally use right now, so I'm going to go back to the original one, and you guys can tell me if any better. I think you're probably hearing the same thing. I doubt you're hearing.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah.
Now we all sound fine.
Wait,
Now
I
we all
can't hear
sound
echo
fine.
myself anymore, so I sound okay to myself now.
Yes, and me too as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yep. Okay, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, and there's no. I don't have an external speaker on either, so
No?
it's fine.
The
now.
magic of the internet.
Yeah. Well, let me try. Oh, I know. No, yes, I hear what the guys are saying. Because I was using the entire window, they think that it was probably pulling in the audio. But I don't have YouTube out. I don't have YouTube on a feed anywhere. So I literally, I don't know. It's a bizarre one. But anyway, look, we'll pull it back in because we've only got a little bit more to read. And then here we go. Hopefully, I'm sorry, guys, if that sound suddenly went awful again. But let's do this really quickly. For the purposes of future people that aren't here today. So that was Crater. And then, of course, tomorrow, big day for Android users and TVs. You can now play games on Stadia using Chrome on Android. Pick up a control. Actually, I didn't know this. Pick up a controller and start playing. Plus, you can access your launcher, profiles, captures, and the Stadia store. What is different? What?
So that's the PWA. So like OS, like Apple users, iOS users have.
Okay.
So you don't need the app anymore. So
Gotcha.
just another option or choice for you to play.
So you don't have to download the Stadia app. If you have a Chrome, if you have access to Chrome browser, you can install what is essentially a web app. And actually, that's the one that I use on my iPhone all the time, and it works really, really well. So that is live now, it says. So you can now pick that up. And then tomorrow, Stadia arrives on Chromecast with Google TV and other Android TV OS devices. Yay! Reminder, the first version of Stadia on Chromecast with Google TV launches June 23rd. Starting the same day, you'll also be able to play Stadia on officially supported Android TV OS devices. As for all other Android TV OS devices, you can opt into experimental support to play Stadia. Assistant functionality on the Stadia controller will come to later versions, and we will launch a feature in the coming months to ensure even more consistent connections with third-party controllers when you're playing on the biggest screen in your home. Now, this actually, we know that this was available to download and install over the last couple of days. I did it yesterday. Ray, I think you've done it as well. Every one of us has done it now. Yeah. All excited, those of us that have got the aforementioned hardware. And then a couple of guys found that if you stream from your Android device, it bypasses the coming soon screen. That's pesky users always find a way around this stuff. You see, don't we? You'd have got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky users. And we were able to play. It looks as if the user interface hasn't changed at all. There are some options in there. It is a new app. It's not simply casting it from a phone, because it gives you the chance to the choice of choosing which controller you want to use. I got me confused initially. I was trying to set up a new to that TV Stadia controller, and I realized I literally had to tell it that I wanted to set up the Stadia controller. It wasn't working with the key code until I did that, but then it worked fine. And then for my own stupidity, I had it in the wrong HDMI port, so I was only getting 1080p. It feels a lot faster, but it does feel the same. Guys, what were your thoughts? We're kind of preempting the launch, but I think it's fairly safe to assume it's not going to change a great deal.
Man, I was excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, I don't mean to butt in there, but I was going to say what's important in this little paragraph here that they've mentioned. It looks like it says, at the beginning, their reminder, the first version. So I think that's Google's way of acknowledging, hey, we've already heard you say, oh, it's the same as the Chromecast Ultra UI. So I think that their initial thing was, let's just get it on to Android TV, and then from there they're going to make those changes and update the interface, because definitely it does need some updating and to better categorize and check out your games and whatnot. So I think as you mentioned there, it runs a whole lot faster. You can cycle through your games pretty quick. I did some testing yesterday, just initially, just to see the new Xbox controller. Yeah. Works perfectly fine with it. Not a hitch at all. Of course, the audio doesn't come through the headset, but I know someone mentioned to me on Twitter that that's the same way on PC. But if you use the USB dongle for the Xbox controllers that's made for PC, that you can get that audio through your headset. But yeah, that's fine. And I was able to connect the DualSense PlayStation 5 controller, but all the buttons are all like out of shape. Like, I wouldn't. You could play it. I tried to play MotoGP 20, and what it was telling me to press, it was like it wasn't it, and it was just all out of whack. So it still looks like there needs to be updated support for DualSense on the Google TV there, but. Other than that, those are the two that I've tested, of course, and the Stadia controller works perfectly fine as well.
No, that's awesome, Ray. You were super excited. You were about to say something.
Well, no, I was excited just to load it up, and I saw the Stadia logo. It's like I'm just pumped and ready for tomorrow to actually really get into it. So that's all I wanted to say. But it's there, folks.
I mean, look, in fairness, of course, it's the first version. When was it never going to be the first version? That's kind of a moot point, right? You still want to launch with the best version you can do at the time. And let's be completely honest, we've waited 7 months. Now, that's not to say that there's anything wrong with the UI. It's just not as when we're at the point now where we have over 100 games. Most of us, any of us that have got a pro subscription, will probably have more than 100 games. And my experience, and purely my experience, was that it now goes so fast through those games that it's a blur. And I actually struggled to make out the individual graphics for each of those buttons. And we know in the PWA, which we just mentioned, the web app, for example, you can press see all and get a lovely grid of apps. So there is movement happening out there in terms of the user interface across devices. And it would have been nice, given the amount of time that we've waited, that could have been incorporated into this one. Now, it may well be. Version 2 is not that far down the road. I'd like to think so, but I think I don't think it's fair to not air that thought. I think it isn't the best that it could possibly be, but it is great that it is going to appear on all sorts of Androids, all sorts of Android-driven TVs, I should say. And some of them, granted, will be older than others, and therefore there might be some issues where the TVs are concerned. But in fairness, it's all coming out of the Google TV, which is a relatively new chip. And as we've seen with the speed, it should be able to handle something a little bit nicer than that. William, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I installed it, and I got around the please wait until the 23rd thing. And I noticed it was the same UI. I happened to use it on a NVIDIA Shield Pro, and I am super excited to get this app and to have it work. And the reason why is because I use GFN once in a while as well. And now I don't have to pick up remotes and switch inputs and all that jazz. Yes. Now I can just pick up the controller and go to town on whatever I want to do, and switch to YouTube and, have all these things because there's apps built into it.
Yeah.
But it did run super snappy, and I get what you're saying about how fast it moves now that you can't make out the individual games as it's scrolling.
Can't win, can they?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm super excited for it because of that. Now, my case and use case scenario is going to be very different than other people if you don't have a shield. But I like the responsiveness of it, because on the Chromecast you had 100 games or whatever, and it just seemed to lock up or just lag a lot. But it through the app now, it doesn't do that for me, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, it's just brilliant to have it finally on the new Google TV. You know, and the whole thing, the UI and stuff, I know that's going to get improved. It's just purely reporting what is there right now and what will be, for some people that were hoping for an evolution in the UI, a little bit of a shame. But it won't tarnish for me too much the fact that I now have Stadia on the Google TV, which means all my old CCUs can be given to the local Salvation Army charity shop, somebody in Guatemala, when they get Stadia in South America.
You better keep that up for a backup, man. You better keep it up for it's like just in case.
Absolutely.
Just in case.
So that's tomorrow. Who knows when that's going to launch? It could
midnight. Come on.
For who though?
Jerome asks how the Stadia, or I have a Shield now. How does the Stadia controller connect to it? Well, when you open the new app, it will say you don't have a controller connected, and it'll give you the button presses to do it. That's how mine worked. Yeah. So as soon as I sent the game there, it said, "Where's your input?" And then I put it in, and the controller took right off.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually. That's a nice bit of UX. Little difference between UI and UX there, folks. The experience versus the interface. But the way that it does talk you through connecting the controllers is nicely done. And, you know, you're not left in any doubt as to what you need to do in order to connect whatever controller works for you. And it is independent of the device. It's exclusively to the app as well, which is really cool. And as far as I'm aware, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here, I think the Stadia controller still bypasses and goes via Wi-Fi on its own, so it's not going through the controller. So you still get that quick, snappy, non-laggy feel.
Yeah. Now, as an example, yes, Rokk, that absolutely works. When it gives you the button presses, it's connecting through the controller is connecting directly to the servers for Google. But when I play GFN, I have to have a long USB cable connecting my Stadia controller to it so I can use my Stadia controller in GFN. Because I don't know if anybody has a Shield, but if you buy their controllers, the NVIDIA brand ones, I've went through like 10 of them. They are junk. I've never had one Stadia controller break on me. Not one.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I did have a Shield for a little while, and I just kind of felt that it, you know, look, I know under the box it's got some decent tech going on, and it's got double HDMIs and 32 gig of RAM and stuff, but I just didn't feel it justified the price for me, so I sent it back. Particularly when Google TV came out, it seemed like a sensible thing to purchase. So any road up, that is happening tomorrow at who knows when. It'll be midnight for somebody, that's for sure. And that will be absolutely awesome. So we can all look forward to that. And then finally, in This Week on Stadia, Stadia's summer game sale continues this week. I didn't know there was one. There's always a sale in Stadia, isn't there?
Sale all the time.
Of course there is.
All the time.
Yeah, it's the as we're doing the window, we can quickly pull this up. It is, as we've said before, the DFS, the English Furniture Store of Sales. What have we got here? Everything that I already own because I've got Stadia, because I've got YouTube. Interestingly enough, Assassin's Creed Origins Season Pass. You've got to buy that. I would have thought that was part of the Ubisoft Plus. They typically say that it's all part and parcel. Yeah, that is interesting. Well, I won't be buying that as well. What do they think I'm made of money? But loads of them, as always, the Ubisoft games. And then we're down to Borderlands. They did mention that Borderlands was about, I can't remember the price. Do you guys remember what it had been dropped to?
$20, I think.
Yeah, $20.
$20
yeah,
US.
$19.99.
Okay. So that's £16.50 in the UK. We've also got some DLC stuff going on there as well. Loads of Borderlands. games that I already have in my library, they're all in there. Dead by Daylight, that's dropped down to 18.89. Oh, that's the
Hey.
Stranger Things edition. So
Stranger
that's,
Things,
yeah. So that's that one.
Hey, look at that Dirt 5 year one edition, man.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You might as well
great.
just pick up. You might as well just get the year one edition. Get the bundle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true for that price.
Yeah.
Wow.
Matter of fact, you know what?
He's doing it. Hang on, let me give you my referrer's code. I want at least 50 cents out of this. If only. Do they do that? Does Stadia do a referrer's code? They don't do that, do they, on sales? They just
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
you just get a fancy pants avatar now if you get somebody on board.
Yeah.
Loads of Doom. Straight out of the Bethesda factory. Formula One, that's already been claimed. That's there. Another Formula One. Far Cry. All the Ubisofts. Everything that Ubisoft have got in there, all on stuff. Any road up. Oh, look, Madden 21. 17.59. So that's obviously in prep for 22. When's that coming out, guys, by the way?
August.
It's the 20th, but if you pre-order, I believe you get access on the 17th.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
And there's different bundles too, guys. So don't get mixed up and end up buying the $100 one when you meant to do the $59.99.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here in Canada, that super duper version is $150.
Oh Lord.
I just stuck with the standard $79.99 one here, which is equal to your $59.99 in the US.
Yeah. I'm 59. I used to get the cards and stuff. Even with FIFA, I used to get the cards. That's how they used to get me. But I don't even do the cards no more. So I just go standard.
Yeah.
Well, is that not the Super Duper one, Superstar Edition? because it's £80, which would be about $100.
That's a good deal. If you're really into American football and you love Madden and you haven't got it on Stadia, that's a hell of a deal.
That's good. And I know we're getting 22 day and date and stuff, but I mean, it's, okay, there might be different faces on the shirts, but it's just, the game's basically the same, isn't it?
Let me tell you,
Actually,
I go back. I still play some of the old Madden and old FIFA games, because I like some of the players that played on their teams, and I like their stats before they got beat up in week. So I like to go back and play the old games.
Yeah. Well, I got some. I got some thoughts on Madden 22. But these aren't my thoughts. These are Jeff Janak's thoughts, and I just want to share that with everybody. He says, he said, remind them that it's current gen. The gameplay is still broken. Most improvements we all wanted are not in the game, and they broke their promise about scouting and franchise.
Yeah, this is true. Right. Is that going to improve in 22, or is that still going to be basically the same game?
He was talking about 22.
Let me tell you something. Jeff can talk all he wants, but guess what? They still gonna make $1 billion.
Oh,
every damn year. No, regardless of what he says, and regardless what people say, it's $1 billion game. For sure. Always.
In a world where the Spice Girls were successful,
I like the Spice Girl. I had a Spice Girl poster on my wall, man, back in the 90s.
But Ray, did you have the Spice World games on PlayStation?
You know what?
Did you? You do?
I'm not. No comment.
You changed that.
Yes,
no comment.
Yep, they actually released a Spice World game for PlayStation. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, my roommate, he was a huge, and then he got me into it. So
Spice World.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you run around as like Sporty Spice and stuff? Was it like first person shooter? Like...
Dude.
Where the hell is that other spicy person? The one that married Beckham. Where is she? I get her.
Man, it was all about Victoria, man.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. She never smiles in photos, does she? Because she doesn't think her smile's very nice.
Well, she was in character.
Yeah, but I like I like a smile, even on an ugly person, Victoria. So yes, Spice Girls, nice band. What else we got here? All the Ubisofts and a bit of Monster Jam, NBA 2K21. Look at that, £12.50.
Go pick up that Octo Traveler.
Octopath
You
Traveler.
go pick for $24.99. If you do not have that on Stadia, you go pick that game up right now.
If you like RPGs and you like JRPGs, or you just like retro looking titles, it's a pretty good game, and it hardly goes on sale. So if you do want to check it out, now's your time.
That is a really good point, and it is actually a really good game. Again, not my kind of game, but I have played a bit of it, and what I played, it was highly polished, and I love the depth of field as well.
Yeah.
The
That's a
music,
lovely touch.
folks.
Yeah,
the
music's
music in the
great.
game's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And go and check out Ray's streams when it first came out, because they'll make you chuckle. It always makes me chuckle.
I got my tail handed by me, man. But what
They've dropped the price of Outriders at last. Now there's a big patch going out today, but they've refused to acknowledge whether it's coming to Stadia, which is a real shame. Who knows? It might be, but they've been asked plenty of times all over Twitter, and I've been watching, and there's been no
Outworld's
official
on
response.
sale.
Outward,
Yeah.
yeah, that good or bad, Ray?
I've been looking at that game, and I think for $13.99, that's I can actually get that for $13.99.
Yeah, same
that's
here.
a good-
I've been looking at that too, and I was like, at that price, it's almost
Yeah, you got to get it for that price. Yeah, that's a good price.
Is that DLC right underneath it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's DLC.
The Sorrowbrians and Outward, the Three Brothers. But didn't Cloud Gaming Dad play this and say he wasn't particularly impressed with it, or should? Yeah, there you go. See,
I remember
bang
Lee
on
said
time.
that.
Thank you, Lee.
Yeah.
Outworld is on sale. It's bad. Let me tell you something, folks. I always say this: different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so somebody might not like that genre, but guess what? You might like it. Somebody tried to tell me that they didn't like Octopath Traveler, and I'm like, okay, stop right there. So, like I said, you have to experience and you have to play it.
It does look nice, Lee. What was it that you found particularly?
He didn't like the guy shooting the deer. That's what it was.
Yeah, like I mean, the deer's wearing some weird orange contraption anyway. He deserves to be shot, doesn't he? The heck's he up to there?
Yeah, it was Bambi with heartburn.
Bambi's gonna Hulk out at any moment.
Yeah, RJ Stadia says it reminds him of a kind of a discount Ark survival game.
Oh.
Discount Ark Survival. You know what? I'll play that for the
At
price.
that-
For
at
the
that
right
price, yeah.
price. At that
Speaking of
price.
that, where is Ark? I'm still looking.
It's
for it.
coming. You didn't wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey,
He's scanning up. He's scanning up.
Yeah.
He's scanning
Summer
up.
just
July
happened a
1st.
couple of days ago.
Exactly. It's officially summer.
Yeah.
They tease us with their Ark, don't they? They're still cooking the dinosaurs, William. They're still in the oven, man.
But you know what's going to happen, right? When Ark finally comes out, then everyone's going to say, "Oh, this sucks," and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
I know,
So
I know.
you never can win, really. So
Yeah.
I think if it comes out as the PC build, which is fairly stable and smooth, it will be great. If it comes out as one of the console builds, then heaven forbid, because they're pretty nasty in the main. So yeah, but I hope it does come as a PC build, because that's quite cute. And I know Original Penguin plays the PC version, and he's quite a fan of it. So
I'm waiting. I've never played it on any other platform. I'm waiting for Stadia.
Well, I can't wait to play it with a bunch of people and experience Lee slapping Ray and killing him at the beach. I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna push him in front of a T-Rex and hope he gets eaten by a dinosaur. I'm just saying.
Hey, and the good thing is it's going to be a Stadia Pro game, so you could try it out, right? I mean, you can play it for free.
Exactly.
So
yeah, and I believe I'm right in saying the only place in the world where it's free to play, or is it on Game Pass Ultimate?
It was released on the Epic Store, I think, a while back for free. I think.
I think I may have to eat my words, William. I got a bit excited there. PGA Tour 2K21, that's dropped in price. We just obviously had the free play weekend. I did play a little bit of it. I played 2K20, I think it was, or a variant of on PS Now, and I actually quite liked it.
I love the game. I love the game. And for $16.49, guys out there in the UK, pick it up. That's a good. These are really, honestly, guys, good prices. This is a good game to play, and it's a good tournament. It's a good tournament game to have a bunch of friends play and do a tournament.
Lee is not having it, mate. He's definitely not. I tell you what, you could pay him, and he still isn't going to play Outward again.
I'll play it. There was a game that I liked that he didn't like, and I loved it. That's a shame, William. Dogman420, welcome along, my friend. Great to see you. And lovely ringing endorsement here. I love Stadia. I was originally an Amazon Luna player for a while until I started noticing how pixelated it was compared to Stadia and GeForce Now. Team Stadia, welcome aboard, my friends. Great to have you. And the whole cloud gaming scene is improving exponentially. And ultimately, I think we're going to hopefully see quality across the board, but certainly there's no question of it. Stadia is technologically head and shoulders above all the other players. Totally. And thank you for the subscription as well. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Now, Lee says he guarantees Ray he'll regret it and refund it. He'll even put a bet on it. I wouldn't if I was you, because Ray buys crap all the time and he never gets it refunded. But you know what? I like to grow my collection. You thought I was going to say something else, huh, Rock?
No, I wouldn't. I would never. You were way too quick for me. I forgot I bought Relicta. Yeah, that's a game I never played again. So it's it's a shame. Saints Row the Third, that's dropped again. That's dropped down almost half price. 40 or 55%, £21. The Tomb Raiders are always on sale, aren't they? They always seem to be.
If you guys don't have the Tomb Raider games, man, God, pick them up. Those are beautiful, well-made games. Very 100%. Fun games.
Spitlings, has that ever been on sale before? I don't recall seeing those very, very early stages. They're really, for me, they're just so evocative because those were the really early Stadia games, weren't they? Spitlings, and stacks on stacks, and all those.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of. I would never get rid of them because they're sort of dear to the heart of the early days of Stadia. You know what I mean? SpongeBob's, he's dropping about in price. Jedi,
David.
Everything is dropping in price. Everything. Division 2. I love Division 2. Elder Scrolls, you name it. In fact, the entire Stadia library has dropped in price. There's nothing at full price anymore.
Guys, Breaking Point, Tom Clancy's Breakpoint, you might want to pick that up. They did some updates on that. They got an update coming out for Legion Dog as well. They got the Blood something, I think. What is it? Bloodlines?
For Watch Dogs? Yeah.
And
I'm not keeping an eye out.
Which game has the DLC where they have all of the old antagonists, all the old bosses, and you can play the different...
Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6.
Yes. Yeah. That's
anybody else awesome. Anybody else want that little dog with the wheels as a companion? I want to sick him on people. I do.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah,
that is my most Ray the Sideboard's most anticipated game. That right there, Far Cry 6.
I'm sorry. Dogman says Breakpoint's amazing. Yeah, it truly is amazing. I've been playing it on Stadia. I think it was the first game I ever bought on Stadia.
That was the first game I ever played with Rock.
Wasn't it, my friend?
They're still adding to it. They're still adding to it too. They still have a year or another year outlook for content coming, and they just changed it to where as you progress and gain XP, so does your teammates now. Your NPC companion.
NPCs,
nice.
Yeah. It's great. You've got like a little battle pass for them as well, haven't you? To unlock different features within your characters and stuff.
Yeah,
which is ace. And Jerome has finished Watch Dogs 1 And 2 on Stadia. There you go. Yeah, they are. They are flipping
games,
superb,
yeah.
Jerome.
Pick
They're
up
both superb. And have you cracked Watch Dogs Legion yet? Because that's great fun as well. Ray, you've yet to finish Legion, have you? You're not,
Man, there's just so many
or any game. Come to
It's
think of it.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I made a promise. I said I was gonna beat Resident Evil 7 and 8, which I did. So I'm happy
Good.
that I beat
Good.
those games and finished those games,
Yeah.
so I can get onto my backlog. But dude, I got like over 150 Stadia games, and I got games I need to go way back. I got the Tomb Raiders I haven't even beat.
Yeah. Old magpie.
man.
You.
Well, you bring up the Resident Evil. I have to say, I don't know about like comparing it to other Resident Evil games, but Resident Evil 8 was a lot of fun to go through the story of that game.
Yeah.
It was much different than being stuck in the house, and I appreciated that. It was just a lot of fun. But I'll tell you something. Even if you have unlimited ammo, do not try the shadow difficulty because you'll scream at your TV.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like you figure with
I
unlimited
can't
ammo,
believe this. Look at this. Oh my
it'd be
goodness.
easy, but no, they take like 8 shots and you can get scratched twice and die. So it's very, very, very difficult.
So
Something.
Go ahead, John.
No. Go ahead. This is something different. So if you're going to carry on with it, yeah.
If you go to Valkyrie Chronicles, right there.
Valkyria Chronicles. Right.
I'm sorry, Valkyrie.
That's all right. I know you put your southern drawl on that one. But
Thank you.
Valkyria.
That is a hell of a game for the price, guys. That's a Japanese RPG games.
Yep.
I paid full effing price when the game came out. So you guys that are getting that at that price, get that game because it's really good.
It's a great strategy. Yeah, strategy.
Yeah, strategy.
Too.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Because I played a little bit of it, and it did actually was really good. So
I think I watched you stream that. It's got amazing animations, and the art is amazing.
Yeah, I love that art. Yeah,
another game I have not even I'm not even on like the 3rd or 4th level yet, and I need to go and play.
I kid you not. But you did finish your Resident Evils though.
Yes, I did.
Yes, that's good. So one every 6 months is good for you.
It's true. It's true.
No. So what I was going to bring up was about Borderlands 3. So it's interesting that they're going to have another free play session. If you remember the last time, I think they were going to have a stream or something like that. And like either somebody forgot or whatever. And it's just, people were on Twitter. It was supposed to be, I think it was like a Sunday afternoon and nothing ever happened. And I don't know. So it's interesting now that they're bringing it back up, is also the free play. But also, we heard a couple of weeks ago that crossplay is coming to Borderlands 3. So I'm wondering if this sale, dropping it down to $20, is like in prep for that crossplay to hit sometime soon.
Now, is there more DLC on the way for that game as well? Or is it done?
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gearing up for that
Borderlands.
as well.
Yeah, and there's a big one coming up soon, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one. I think there's one about to drop, which is probably why they're pushing it. They tend to do this just ahead of an update or a new version of the game coming out, don't they?
Yeah. Try it free, buy it at a discount, and then buy the DLC.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, smart. Yeah.
No, absolutely. The only thing I'm always whinging these days. I'm sorry, it's age, folks, but I can't get on with the little robot's voice. I wish there was a mute button. What's he called? Scratching.
Oh, what's his name? No, what's his name? Claptrap.
That's the fella.
Claptrap.
Yeah, I love Claptrap. Come on.
Wow, Claptrap. Oh no, it's almost as bad as the Spice Girls.
That game wouldn't be what it is without Claptrap.
Yeah,
I know. Look, I'm sure he's a lovely little fella, and he makes a nice cup of tea and everything. But I just couldn't be doing with the humor. I think it's just not my humor. It's all a bit kind of. But it's a great game. But I did prefer the Borderlands 2. That I absolutely loved Borderlands 2, and I was a little disappointed with Borderlands 3. I was hoping it was going to be more like Borderlands 2. But you know, you can't have everything in life, guys, can you?
They got a game that is similar to Borderlands coming out. I hope it comes to Stadia. What's it called? Wonderland? What's it? Tiny.
I think that's what I was thinking of actually when I said they've got to, because it's kind of a separate game, but it is a character from Borderlands.
What's there? Tina,
Tina, something like that.
I think it's Tiny Tina's
It's
Wonderland.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it was. I think that's essentially what I was thinking when I said they've got a big DLC coming. It was that, because they announced that at E3, didn't they?
Yeah.
But it's it's a franchise they're never going to give up on, are they? It's been a massive moneymaker for them since day and date. So why not? Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, that's going to be free to play this weekend, Thursday through to the Tuesday, was it? It was the 28th, 24th to 28th, so you got 4 days.
28th,
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. That's going to be excellent. So guys, looking forward to next week. We're getting closer to the end of the month. Any thoughts, any revelations, anything big coming up that you think we can look forward to?
Arc.
So safe.
Well, we know Rainbow Six Siege is coming on the 30th, right?
He said,
So I'm ready to get my butt kicked in that, but that'll be fun. Right?
do we get the one with the zombies as well? That sort of separate game.
I don't know.
Are you talking about extra
Extra
extraction?
It's
No,
completely
extra
different game.
extraction. Extraction. I think you're
That
talking
went so
about.
fast.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting extraction. It's already in the store to pre-order.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Come September. Yeah, September.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go then. So we got lots to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to those.
Ubisoft.
I would love to see. I would love to see the Mafia game show up, and I would love to see the Mass Effect show up eventually as well. I don't know if it will, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah. No, true enough. Mass Effect, is that likely?
I don't know, but Mafia was though scheduled at one point, or was advertised as coming out on Stadia. So
no question. I don't understand why it suddenly disappeared.
Dying Light. You're not gonna see Dying Light.
No, it'd be nice.
But Riders Republic, like I said, I thank you Ubisoft, because they got some games coming out for Stadia. Like I can't wait.
Yeah, and we also know there's a bunch coming from Ubisoft, like Rayman Legends. What was it? It was a post a couple of weeks ago about that as well.
A couple of different Assassin's Creeds.
Yeah.
Far Cry Primal, my favorite Far Cry. That one's coming. I'm really looking forward to playing that again, probably for the third time. Such a good game. But Riders Republic.
Child of Light.
Yeah, Riders Republic. Yeah.
That'll be. Yep, and there's the beta for the Riders Republic that you can sign up for as well.
Yes.
So to test that out.
Stadia. Yeah. Did anybody hear back from applying for those betas?
Not yet. No.
No.
Nope.
I think Riders Republic has a chance to be fantastic, man. They got a big opportunity. They could really pull something off that's really fun and enjoyable. So very excited for
crossplay
that
too. So yeah.
Be populated.
I did get to test again, but I legally can't say anything, and I will not say anything. But I'm gonna tell you, you guys are gonna love it. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it.
Oh,
wow!
Battlefield, Battlefield.
Extra Dick 2. I can't wait to see it.
Bigger and better than ever, right?
Yeah, teabagging all the way. Yeah, it's there's going to be some good stuff coming up. But of course, Ubisoft Plus that was a big thing, wasn't it? That last month, because it has just opened up all of this stuff. I'm surprised to see those DLCs are purchasable though, because I assumed with Ubisoft Plus everything kind of came in.
They did this. What they do, they say, here's a bundle. You get this, but this stuff over here, you paying for it.
Yeah, it's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah,
but no, it's all good. It's all good. All right, gentlemen, we're getting close to the end of the show, so we'll take a bit of time you guys got some time, you tell me what you're up to. We'll particularly stop on John because he's got to open up his huge Father Christmas bag of goodies and give us stuff. Ray, what are you going to be up to this coming week, my friend?
Well, I have, of course, you can catch me Wednesdays on Cloud Station TV, but I want to send a huge shout out to Dr. Spaceman, who got the best father's present you can ever get.
Yeah.
And that's a bundle of joy. So shout out to Dr. Spaceman. Congratulations, brother. I love you. And that beautiful boy that you got. And then Retro Rewind. I mean, you got the one and only John Scars. And we got Lloyd from Nerd Nest. So that's going to be a hell of a show.
Don't forget William.
Who? I'm just playing. William, Blake Stadia, Jeff. It's going to be an awesome show.
It is an awesome show. I love that show. It's really cool. And you guys are great fun. And Zach, what about your daytime streaming stuff? Your morning shows? You going to be playing any of your 150 unfinished games?
Believe it or not, I've taken a break. I might stream something tonight, 10 o'clock. I might announce it on Twitter. But I've actually kind of cut back a little bit so I can play some games and catch up on some games. See, streaming, when you stream the game, it's different when you want to get personal and playing a game. And and not my wife, not my kids, not streaming and people talking in chat rooms and just playing and concentrating. So that's what I've been up to. And I'm about to do it as soon as I get off of here.
And we can't compete with the likes of John. I mean, he's never off, is he? He's got his own army and everything.
Man.
Oh, gosh.
Talking of which, John, my good friend, what have you got coming up this week?
Well, I've got later this afternoon, I'm going to be streaming The Gardens Between.
Oh, yes.
I've got the Olympic Games tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming that. So I'm looking if there's anybody out there that's bought that game as well that wants to have some multiplayer online fun tomorrow during the stream. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm also Hello Engineers out. So that's going to be sometime this week. I'll be streaming that as well. And one other thing that I wanted to touch on that I totally forgot about, looking at my stuff here, is the Google for Games Developer Summit that's happening in July.
Good show.
So what we learned yesterday was that on the second day, for the first hour, there's going to be several different Stadia-related keynotes. So we're going to get a good look at different things related to Stadia, and they're going to be talking about that as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what they have to say.
That is interesting. But that's, again, a developer's perspective. But it could be an eye-opener into features that they're developing, I guess, for the future.
Yeah. They've got, I believe there is... I'm trying to look it up here now. I believe there's 3 or maybe 4 different keynotes here. Let me see. So what they have is there's going to be the...
Ray's having a shave.
It bit him.
So the first keynote is the Stadia keynote, and it says, "Come hear the latest, greatest from one of Stadia's business development leads. You'll learn about new offerings for all Stadia partners and how the Stadia team is working to make it easier to bring games to the platform while delivering new ways to maximize return on launching Stadia titles." So that's the first keynote.
Oh, wow.
And then there's two other keynotes: less time porting, inserting, more time creating, and bringing new value to Stadia partners. So that's the second day. That's 12 o'clock Eastern time. So from 12 till it looks like about 1 o'clock, those will be taking place, and it looks pretty interesting. Whether we'll hear anything that'll tickle our fancies or not, but it gives maybe some insight.
It shows where their head is, though, doesn't it? And we knew that they're right now they're in the midst of trying to create these partnerships and these commercial arrangements and rolling it out as a both a service and as its consumer front facing as well. So Ray, mate, I'm going to just put you on mute because you're annoying me now. You and your razor shaving away there. What's going on?
Is that me?
Yeah, man. Well, that was not us.
I wasn't shaving.
William, William, ignore all this fine shenanigans. What are you up to, my friend, in this coming week? Apart from the retro game thing, you can sell yourself now, my friend. He wasn't going to do it, was he?
Well, Retro Rewind comes up this Sunday, 2 p.m. CST, and we're going to have the fabulous Four Scars, and we're going to have Lloyd from Nerd Nest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to discuss a whole lot of Nintendo stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. But my streaming schedule is usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So you can catch me there at Stadia Pro Gaming on YouTube.
12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Which time zone?
Oh, CST.
Aha, you see? I'll do the job for you. I don't mind.
Gotta add that.
Fantastic as always, and a real joy to have you back on the show as well, William. We love you to pieces, my friend. So thank you.
It's a lot
very
of fun,
much.
man. Thank you.
You are an OG, and we love you for it. Right, then there's finally me. Well, at this moment in time, I still only have this show. I am poor with time, sadly. I've been working my little sockies off for that other thing that I have, my company, and doing some family stuff as well. So I haven't had a huge amount of time, but I'm getting itchy to be doing stuff. So watch out, watch this space. I'm sure there'll be rock stuff a coming. Thank you everybody in the chat. You've been amazing as always. It's an always fantastic joy to have your comments and thoughts and other things. So thank you so much for appearing. And we're disappearing, but we will be back next Tuesday. Who knows what will have happened in the intermediate time and what Stadia have to reveal. We will find out in the fullness of time. Gentlemen, say goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Love it. Well, we will see you all soon. Oh, who's this? Hang on. Never going to get away with it.
I love that. Love it. I love it.
Retribution for the razor. We'll see you all next week.
It's 90 degrees. It's a fan.
Yeah, right. It's the only one you've got, pal. See you later, folks. Bye.
Bye.